So we're just going to plant some coriander, and what I do before I plant anything, I know this is what I was talking about when I'm not a no-dig Puritan. What I will do is when I plant is I don't mind disturbing the first layer of the soil. It's generally what I'm doing is I'm disturbing the mulch that I've put down, the stuff that hasn't rotted down yet, and become part of the soil. So here what I've done is, but that's as much as the disturbance that I'll give the soil. And what we're going to do today here is we're going to plant some coriander seeds, and it might be a little bit early, but I think we've had some decent weather so far in February, so I think we might get away with it, because coriander is a tropical plant. It does like the warm climates. So what we did was we took a cloth, put the coriander seeds inside, and just soaked them for a few days. And as you can see, they've started to sprout. And now at this point, they're ready to plant. It just quickens it up. It just quickens the process up, because you've got to keep the coriander seeds damp in the soil in order to make sure that they germinate properly, and the temperature's got to be right. With us being in February, it's still quite hit and miss, the temperature. We've had a lovely day today, but at night time it's still going to drop to about 4 or 5 degrees. So it's still not the perfect temperature for coriander. In this greenhouse it might stay to about 7 or 8 degrees at night, but it's better to do it this way, and that way you'll get a quicker crop. A couple of days soaking and they'll germinate. Hopefully within a week we'll have some signs of life. So as you saw me disturb the earth, that's the way I'll do it. And with this I'm just going to broadcast the seeds. We grow the coriander at this time of the year in the greenhouse, and we grow it a lot in the greenhouse because we have trouble with pigeons, and I don't want to net the whole garden. So we have trouble with pigeons, and the pigeons will come and eat it. In the greenhouse we can get away with growing it quite comfortably. So I'm just going to broadcast the seeds. These are just store-bought seeds, so ordinary seeds that you'd buy from a grocery store. They will germinate. There's nothing wrong with that. So you can get, for a couple of £, you can get a really decent sized packet, whereas you'll be spending a couple of £, for maybe 100 seeds. So rather than waste your money on the specialist seed stuff, you can get away with perfectly fine just planting the store-bought stuff. You'll find if you go into any Asian grocery shop, you'll find coriander seeds that the ones that you want are the whole coriander seeds. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the rake and just give it a light raking over the top, just so we cover the seeds. Just so we cut the seeds into the soil. So we're not, from what I did before, I disturbed the soil enough, and this is all I'm going to do, is just to disturb the soil enough so the seeds can get covered. So all that is compost from composted down wood chips and some worm castings that I harvested. A worm casting video is coming, so you'll see how I got these worm castings, and you'll see me redo my worm bin for this year. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trusty sieve and I'm going to just give it a light dusting. And the bigger bits can go back on the compost pile. That's it, simple as that. That's the coriander seeds in. We'll leave it like that, and hopefully in the next week or two we should have some sprouts, and within a month we should be able to harvest fresh coriander from our garden. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.